First of all, Kevin, KP, cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to Bourbon MBS and Espresso.
That's right.
There you go. Let's do
Black
it.
Rifle Espresso Mocha.
Beautiful. I'm drinking straight Texas bourbon whiskey.
Which one? Which one you got? You got a?
I got a bottle. I got to go grab the bottle. I can't believe I always bring my bottle with me. I don't have it. I'll go grab it.
Is that TX? Is it Garrison Brothers? Is it
TX? I believe it's what Housing Wire sent to me right before I spoke.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Those guys look out for me, man. They know what it takes. They know what it takes.
That's very cool.
So listen, for everyone listening into this, doesn't matter when you're going to listen to this, but maybe this video will last many years. You're talking to the man of the year, KP. I'm telling you,
God.
You are just the man of the year this year.
I think the man of the year, if you don't think that one man can't change the world, it's the dude that ate bat soup. That guy changed the world.
Yes. There you go. One man.
One man.
Okay, you ready? Here we go. We're going to begin. You know how this works. It's rapid fire. We're going to jump right into it.
All right.
I'm going to take my drink. I have alcohol. You have coffee. One of us is going to talk faster than the other.
My money's on you.
Possibly true. So let's start with number one. Are you tired of video calls?
I am a little bit.
Yeah.
I am. Let me just say this. The only reason I would say I'm tired of it is because I feel like it's replaced the personal stuff. And I do still want to belly up to people, and I want to belly up to the bar, and I still want to be out there. So I'm only tired of it for the fact that it's taken away from that. But this is cool, man. I mean,
hey,
Zoom for the win.
How many days have you gone? We have a crazy record that nobody's going to beat. How many days have you gone since you've been working from home without a shower? What was the longest stretch without a shower?
Man, that's not my thing.
That's not your thing. I know.
No.
We've had most people like I take 2 showers a day. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm minimum one.
Got it.
That's like that. Like I don't do much that's fun. I don't do anything, other than really work. I mean, occasionally I, obviously hang out with my family on the weekends, but like that is like one of my moments of zen. But usually I have a speaker on. But interesting enough, since this is a fun setting,
yeah,
there are many calls that I'm on where I know I don't necessarily have to speak. And so I'll put the call on and then the speaker that's water resistant in the shower. And then I'll listen to the call. So I'm working in the morning. Now, I know. Now, no one knows what, when this is all you see on the video, no one knows what's going on Zoom when you click the picture.
Yes. Yeah.
You really don't know what I'm doing right now, And so,
no clue. Course, and you covered two answers with one. You know what one of my questions is? Have you done a call in your underwear yet? We know the answer to that question without you having to answer that question.
Of course.
What have you binge watched lately? The last thing you binge watched?
Nothing. I'm a workaholic, and I have something called a give up list. For those of you that have ever seen Darren Hardy speak,
yes.
And he's got a thing where he calls it the give up list. I had some things I gave up. I just never call it a give up list. But he's the editor in chief of Success Magazine. He's met all these successful people, and here I am. I'm being a poser a little bit, but he said they all have something in common, and they give things up. So for me, I'm just gonna go through it with you real quick. I don't do porn.
Okay.
I don't do strip clubs.
Okay.
I don't do drugs. I don't do video games, and I don't do TV. And they all just take away from my ability to be more successful. Now, I will say, the reason why, and this is just being transparent.
Yeah.
I have a personality where I could really dive into any one of those things.
Yes.
Never really got into drugs or really any of those stuff for that matter. But my point is, I could watch TV all day long. So to answer your question, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, the last thing I binge watched when season 7 was starting, the second to last season. I sat down with my wife on date night, 8:30 Friday one evening, and I watched the first episode, and I was absolutely hooked. And so sorry, babe, I can't wait for you. So in 3 weeks, I watched 7 seasons.
Oh my gosh.
It's insane. Like, you understand, like, when I get into something, I'm talking like, I'm going to bed at 2, 3, 4 in the morning like I am now, except I was watching TV. And that's why I don't do it. But I love Game of Thrones. Arguably best series ever.
So listen, first of all, I think like we had a KP exclusive. What we just found out about you is an exclusive. Okay, I love it. I didn't know we were going to do exclusive on Bourbon and BS, but I figure when alcohol gets involved, it's going to happen. Question for you: are you a night owl or an early bird?
Oh, night owl.
Night owl. Wow.
Oh yeah.
When do you fall asleep about?
Last night was 3:30 in the morning, and I get about 4.5 hours of sleep a night, Monday through Thursday evening. So I'm sometimes I'll do that on Sunday too. I just need one night to recharge, and recharge for me is 6 hours of sleep, maybe 7.5 on a weekend if I've had a couple drinks on Friday or Saturday night. And my wife's so cool, like she gets it. She knows, she sees how hard I work, and so on Saturday morning, I mean, we have 4 kids.
Yeah.
We have 4 kids. So it's like they're 7, 5, 3, and 1. They're crazy. They're demons. They're up the second the sun's up. And so I hate it, but
yeah,
it's what they do.
Night owl. I love it. This is great.
Total night owl.
Speaking of kids, what is your favorite emoji?
There's one recently I've gotten into. Well, I like the smiley face with the cowboy hat.
That's your favorite.
So that I'm from Texas.
Okay.
And so it's like I got to act the part, even though I live here in California.
Pineapples on pizza, yes or no?
100%. Yeah, Hawaiian pizza, best pizza out there, all day.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, we're 50-50 right now, just so you know. There's people that literally think it's demon. Do not put. Yeah, but
I don't know. They don't know what they're missing. They're just closed-minded.
That's why you and I get along so well. I'm so for pineapples on pizza.
It's like people who don't like the Dallas Cowboys. They're America's team. You're literally un-American if you don't like the Dallas Cowboys.
There you go. Boom. Listen, you got it from KP straight. There we go. If animals could talk, who could be the rudest?
I'm gonna say a skunk. Just because generally, like porcupine is a close second, but you have to you have a wider radius away from a skunk. I mean, it's got to be the crabbiest, most lonely animal, and their only redeeming quality is they just throw a stink bomb on you. It's got to be the worst existence ever. It's literally like being in a pandemic lockdown, complete isolation your entire life.
Yeah, from birth.
From birth. Like, as soon as you're born, your mom's like, now get away, you little smelly bastard.
That's right. Ooh, you stink. Now listen, here's the craziest thing. You had that answer on the tip of your tongue. Who would be the rudest? Skunk? It's like you've been thinking about it.
I don't know. It's like, well, it's funny as I was outdoors yesterday, and I almost ran over a rattlesnake. And they're probably a close second, although I still think the radius, maybe a close second or a third, but their radius for the skunk is probably a little wider. I tried to hit it with my golf club. I was going to kill it. So
no, I listen. I'm with you. That's a great one. I don't think I've heard that one yet, but I love that one. Ready? Here's a great one. Here's a great one. If you had to delete every single app on your phone except for 3, what 3 apps are you keeping?
For sure, email, web browser.
Okay.
Now, and I know those sound so boring. I got to do something.
That's coming from someone that doesn't watch porn, go to strip clubs, do drugs, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's all work related.
It's all work related.
Work. So boring. I won't say calendar because that would be totally boring. Like, wow, this guy is.
All right, give us the. Let's assume you get to keep email and browser. Let's talk about outside apps, like different, like something that's not business or must have to survive. Like this is the fun stuff. Like, what are you keeping fun stuff?
I'm really not that fun, man. YouTube?
Okay, perfect.
YouTube.
LinkedIn?
LinkedIn for sure. But if we're gonna say that's not fun, I mean that's that's networking, Yeah. I mean I don't have fun on LinkedIn.
No. The most popular man on LinkedIn doesn't have fun on LinkedIn. Okay.
I know, right? I will say I like my interactive broker app. So for anyone that's out there that trade stocks, it's so easy, boom, 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 done.
Nice.
And super guilty pleasure, TikTok.
Woo! I was waiting for someone to say that. TikTok, baby, come on.
So like TV and video games, that's something you can get lost in. And literally the main reason I have it is because my 7 and 5-year-old daughter, they love doing all the dances and stuff like that. And people keep sending me these links, and I'm just like, so, but you can get lost in that thing forever. So I hate to say that because I can easily blow like 10 minutes on TikTok, which kind of goes against my give up list. And so, but I'm going to throw it in there. It's a guilty pleasure.
I like it. Listen, that's what we're looking for here. Ready?
Yep.
This is a fun one. Okay. Your childhood actress crush.
Childhood actress crush.
Yeah, like you were growing up. Who was somebody you were seeing on TV as a kid that you were like, oh, I love her. I would marry her. 14-year-old KP looking at TV going, oh.
Christina Applegate was pretty.
Yes.
Pretty active.
I agree.
I'm born in '76, so a lot that know my age. So
yeah.
She was pretty live back then. I mean, if you would have just gotten me into the college years, I would say maybe Courtney Cox or Jennifer Aniston from Friends.
Ooh, those are good too. So for me, growing up, it was Pam Anderson from Baywatch. Like that was it.
Yeah, it was just so blatantly,
obvious.
Selling sex. I mean, look.
What that show was selling sex? I thought it was about lifeguards.
Yeah, who gives a shit about lifeguards? You know how boring that is? Like I mean, they made it exciting, but I go to the beach, they just sit there on the thing all day. Like,
no.
It's not that exciting, but they made it exciting.
Hey, it inspired me to become a lifeguard. I was a lifeguard for 3 years.
Oh, I couldn't sit there. It's just the boredom.
And there was no Pam Andersons on our lifeguard team at all. Not even close. Not even close.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry about that. Ready? If you could be famous, what would you be famous for? Besides being famous on LinkedIn and the best person in mortgage, what would you be famous for?
I would love to be a drummer in a band.
Oh.
I would, it's like drummer, actor, comedian. Like those are the fun things.
Drummer, actor, comedian. Okay, so who's your favorite band then?
Led Zeppelin, by far.
Done.
And I know that nobody, like anyone that's a percussionist, no one ever says John Bonham. They always say someone like Neil Peart, from Rush. Like he's the best one. He's so technically good, all that kind of stuff. Chad Smith, from Chili Peppers is pretty good. I'm more like John Bonham. The guy raged, he partied, he had fun, he slammed everything, and they just rocked. And so that's more my style.
I love it. Which is this perfect transition to karaoke song. You got to pick one, you got to sing it, you got to kill it. Which one are you going with? Okay,
so if I'm being honest and open with myself, I know that I can't sing, so then I'll pick a country song.
Okay.
And it'll be David Allan Coe, You Never Even Call Me by My Name. That's my go-to. Now, of course, there's always any kind of hip hop. I know pretty much every lyric to every hip hop song, and so you could play anything, 50 Cent, NWA, it doesn't matter. Like you throw it up there, I'm on it.
Okay. Have you heard of one of my newest favorite up-and-coming artists? He's been around for a long time, but he's not been recognized. Russ, Russ.
Okay, so you're talking new hip hop. So let me say this. So I like Russ. I like the song that's the big single out there with him and the girl that do the duet. That's pretty. That's pretty good. So 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 here's the thing. When there's a couple other dads that we'll get out on the weekend and every now and then we'll try and play a round of golf. If our wives who are friends, if they let us. And then I'm always playing on my phone, on my Sirius XM app, I'm playing the Hip Hop Nation channel. And these guys are Canadian, and they are just not down at all with, like, modern hip hop. Like, they're like, can we play something else? And I'm like, so I like Russ. What's it, Best on Earth? Isn't that the song?
That's the one. And then What They Want is my personal favorite. I'll send you a text.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too. Yeah.
Okay. So that's my personal favorite.
Yeah. Well, that's why you and I always vibe together. We're not stuffy guys in suits in this business. And look, there are people. It's interesting. You talk about hip hop. There are people that they throw out the whole genre. They just won't even listen to it, and they certainly won't listen to new hip hop. And I'm like, I don't know what it is, but like when I listen to any kind of song, especially hip hop, I always treat the lyrics as like a poem,
Yes.
you know? And you're like, this is so creative what this person wrote. Like, you don't like the beat, you don't like whatever it is you don't like that turns you off, but just maybe we'll open up some people's minds here who are listening.
Yes.
Just listen to what the lyrics are saying. Now, I'm not saying all of it's good.
Yes.
But there's some stuff that you're like, how did this person even think of that?
Brilliant.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's why I appreciate hip hop.
Me too. Me too. They tell a story. It's brilliant. Some of the best storytellers like Nas. There's a great female artist, Rhapsody. I don't know if you've heard of her.
Oh, yeah.
She's amazing. So no, I'm with you, man. I'm totally with you. Ready? Here's a great one. Okay. Zombie apocalypse. You get 3 people on your team. Who are you putting on your team?
So our CEO and founder, Paul Rozzo, he's ready. He's ready. He has, let's just say that he has an escape plan. He's got water supply. He's got food supply. He has the ability to get away. He's in a good spot. And just so you know, he's left a spot for my family on in his
bunker.
It's not a bunker. I don't want to out him or anything, but let's just say it's very isolated what he's capable of doing. So certainly, you know, that person's on my team. Now, we all have to eat, and I don't know what it is about my wife. It's like a gift. Like, she could whip up a sandwich in like 30 seconds, and it has like mayonnaise and cheese and lettuce and tomatoes and toasted bread. It's all cut up in meat. Like
30 seconds.
I mean, for me, like, finding the mayonnaise jar, I'll never even find it in the kitchen, in the fridge. And she just can like just whip it up, you know. And so we got to eat, you know. Perfect. And so and so if I were to pick someone third, I mean, we're gonna be kind of bored. So maybe someone that can play like acoustic guitar and sing. Yeah. You know, maybe someone who's got some skills there. I don't know. You know, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know who we'd go with, but we'd be pretty bored out there away from everybody. We're already armed and we're already fed and we're already isolated and
entertainment.
Yeah, you know, who's a good guitarist that could jam? You know, like
we're lucky. We have a guy on our team, Mark Cunningham, who's my business partner. He can jam with guitar, with any kind of guitar. So I can lend him to you for now if you want.
I was thinking like Jimmy Page from Zeppelin, maybe Eric Clapton.
Okay.
You know,
I like
Steve
it.
Miller, you know, I don't know, you know,
Jimmy Page is perfect. I think you would want in. I mean,
I'm
sandwiches,
down.
Bunker. I mean, you're good. Like
music, isolation, protection, food, water.
Come on, make up a song about the zombies. Let's go, Jimmy. Have you ever texted somebody a message that went to the wrong person?
Very rarely, but yeah, and it wasn't anything.
Nothing bad.
I mean, and actually, I will tell you. I actually have a really good story. It's very, very, very rare.
Okay.
Very rare. But it actually happened to me about a month ago that I did it. So it was super late night. I was here at the office, as you know, late night, you know, delirious.
Yeah.
And Matt Hansen, who's one of the founders of Simple Nexus.
Simple Nexus, yeah.
He was texting me, and I thought it was another gentleman named Mark Hansen, and who's also in the industry as well.
Yes, yeah, I know Mark. Yeah.
Yep. And just the way I replied to Matt as I thought it was Mark, and then I set the phone down. I look back up and I'm like, because here's the thing, like Mark had just been emailing about all this stuff lately, and he kind of getting to do some stuff, and you know, and then Matt just texted me out of nowhere, like out of nowhere, like I hadn't seen him since, you know, the Simple Nexus user group, you know, back in February, which is an awesome thing. So I just didn't expect anything from him, and I saw Hanson, and I just started going, and then I looked at, I'm like, maybe it's kind of coming across a little rude, and I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry, I didn't even know that was you. I apologize. So anyway, I mean, Mark, Matt, Hanson. I mean, you know,
dude, it's perfect.
It's very rare, but it just recently happened, and I felt like such a schmuck. I don't know if Matt's ever talked to me ever again.
Yeah, for some reason he's never texted you again. That's weird.
Yeah, he's like, Matt, I'm not doing that again. I'm getting my ass blasted.
If you're watching this video, Matt, which will probably tag you on it, listen to what he has to say. Just text him again. He loves you.
Oh, we're good. He's a bourbon buddy. So,
yeah. We'll have to call him up. We'll have to do this with him.
Rarely has a drink. He's a really good dude. But when we get together at the Simple Nexus User Group conference, we have a little bourbon there at the Cliffside Lodge up there at Solitude, where the
nice.
Yeah.
I hear it's an amazing event. Again, Matt, if you're watching this, where's the invite, dude? Where's the invite? Okay. Anyway, I'll text you by accident.
Simple Nexus
later.
Sales Boomerang Integration 2021.
Come on, baby, what's happening?
Let's go.
And it really is happening, by the way.
Good.
Exclusive. No. So 2 more questions. Groceries. Are you going to the store or are you getting them delivered?
Delivered. Why would I waste? I hear people. My neighbors just moved in across the street. They're like, oh, we'll stop by. I know you guys are having a thing going on, but we're going to go to Costco. I'm like, it's Saturday. You're going to go to Costco? Why would anyone ever go to Costco? It's the worst place. I can't think of a worse, more crowded place to be on a Saturday. Have everything delivered. Have everything delivered. Don't waste your time. You talk about time efficiency and getting your time back and things that I've given up. Give up going to a grocery store.
Yes.
Now, unless you're my wife and you like, babe, I'm going to go down the street to Rouse and you're going to watch all 4 of these little demons. I just need a break. Okay, I get that, right? That's a true break. And she loves procuring food so she can do something and make some. She really cares about making food. She's amazing.
Yeah.
But no, don't waste any time in a store ever again. Deliver, click. Do something else with your life.
Yes. So, by the way, I second that. I freaking second that all day long. Look, first of all, you're doing 2 things. You're saving yourself time and you're giving somebody work. Okay? You're doing 2 things. So do that. Finally, KP, we come to the last question. What are you doing for the rest of the day?
Well, it's only 2:26. So,
no.
I was at this desk 12 hours ago. So, could I be here for another 12 hours? I really hope not. I'll put in some serious work this week, serious hours. I'm going to be working, man. I'm boring. I'm going to be working. There's a lot to do. We have I'm looking at Barry Habib's MBS Highway, and we touched another record mortgage-backed security mark again. I can't even tell you what's going on right now. It is insane. Rates, we're going to see a refi boom of people literally that were just getting refinanced 2 months ago.
Is that nuts?
And I'm telling you, that was something that a lot of people worried about prepayment speeds and stuff like that. But these rates are insane. It's crazy to think. Now, having said that, I'm working so hard because I'm not brand new in this business. I've been in this business only since 2001. But rates can change overnight.
Yes.
Literally in 1 to 3 days, this all goes away. So your entire unlocked pipeline, 35% of it could just disappear overnight if you didn't lock it. That can happen. Now, will it happen this month? Will it happen anytime soon? I don't know. I can't. I don't have a crystal ball. Although I did a LinkedIn video last night, I came across an article about herd immunity, and I'm going to do some more studying on herd immunity. There are true people out there who think we're done. We're done with this pandemic. It's over. Now, it's hard to think that because we've been in this lockdown. We're on Zoom. We can't meet each other. There's no traveling. There are people that think that the data is now showing that look, Europe, Sweden, Italy. Some of them, they're out of it. Why are they out of it? They've reached. There's no vaccine. There's no eradication of this. They're not waiting for that. Some of these countries and these populations have reached herd immunity. And so I did a video about it last night, and I'm not, I'm watching. I'm not buying into all the BS on TV. I'm actually watching. I'm watching the data. But let's just say that is the case. And, remember, all that matters are deaths. The only thing that's a scientific fact is if someone dies of this. A case, a positive confirmation, more tests, that doesn't mean anything. Are people dying? And if people are dying at less and less and less rates, and we do a good enough job of taking the vulnerable and taking the elderly. My dad turned 78 today. Happy birthday, Leo Peranio.
Happy birthday, Leo.
Mom, Dad, what are you doing? Keep Dad safe. Make sure anyone that comes over washes their hands. That's how we have to act. But if you get to a point where they're isolated, but the rest of the population starts to build immunity, the virus can't spread anymore.
Right.
So I'm going to do a little bit of research on that tonight after I do some of my work. That's a very important thing. Think about that. Think about someone who is, part of an organization our size. Think of how this impacts. Like, let's just say that in 36 weeks, all the data says we're done. Let's just say that with a case.
Just say that. Yeah.
Okay. Stock market rallies
through the roof.
Interest rates go up. All your unlocked loans are done. They're dead. People would beg to have a 4-month turn time on a loan for a lock on a rate that doesn't exist anymore.
Exactly.
And the way we operate and do things, you and I will be at a bar before you know it, at a trade show.
100%.
I mean, things will change overnight. Like, look, I'm not trying to get excited because I'm not trying to be Pollyanna about this topic, but at some point this will end. And every epidemiologist from the 1800s until now will tell you there's two things that end a pandemic. It's a vaccine that either has complete or near eradication, or herd immunity. And no one's talking about herd immunity. So what if we actually get it? What if it actually happens to us? There are other countries that claim it's already happened to them. Why not us? Is the virus different in America? If it's different in America, it's because we locked down our country and we didn't expose each other to gain the herd immunity, and we just prolonged this thing. And so some people are going to have a lot of hell to pay. So I'm focusing on things like that. It affects the way that we run our business. It affects, what we're going to be doing for the rest of the year. I may sell, my stock in Gilead because we don't need a vaccine anymore, so I don't care about remdesivir,
right.
And I'm going to put it in something else that's going to double or triple overnight. Maybe Tesla. I don't know.